Alright, we're gonna go ahead and start the meeting at 6:30. First thing, I will go ahead and appoint Elizabeth to fill in as a voting member tonight. Second thing, citizen comments.
I have a question, so we don't have a quorum.
We do.
Because Sharon Montgomery's not here.
Oh, because you get to vote, sorry,
Oh,
I can
okay.
count to 6.
Second thing is citizen comments, no citizens, so moving right along to the agenda items. Consider approval of minutes for the October 24th, 2024 meeting and take appropriate action. Do I have a motion to approve the minutes?
I make the motion.
Second.
So, motion from Sarah, and second from Elizabeth. Alright, receive an event center update and take appropriate action.
So you all should have gotten your email invites for the Venue 1842 grand opening.
Wait, an email?
Yes, it was
From
an
Lynette.
invite.
Lynette sent it.
Yeah, I got that.
Oh my gosh, there's another place called Venue 4050 on is it on Beltline? Yeah. I got those mixed up. I was thinking, why did they send me one? Oh, it's the
It's for our
event
grand opening,
center.
yes.
Oh.
So it's on
Okay.
Wednesday, November 20th at 2 p.m. And we're very excited about it to have that grand opening. The Masons will be out and they will be setting a cornerstone. So they'll do a ceremony and all of that. So
What does that mean to set a cornerstone? Is it
it is actually,
a corner?
and they're
Okay.
setting it on the building.
Oh, okay.
There's a very specific ceremony that goes along with it that they come out and it's more, I don't want to say ritual because it's not that, it's ceremony. And so they'll be performing that and then we'll
What's the
have
call?
speakers and everything.
Okay.
So, and then there will be a reception, of course. So we're very, very excited about that.
Can we bring a friend, or is that just for just
No, you can
invite
come.
only? We can,
Yeah.
okay. My neighbor would like to come.
Yeah, absolutely. There was a question last time on the punch list, and I did ask, and was told that it is an internal document, but it is still in process, the punch list is. So, we can follow up at the January meeting. When Perla's here, she said if there's any questions, she can address any specific needs on that. Did anyone else have any questions? All right, well, I hope to see you all on next Wednesday, because we are very, is it next Wednesday? Yes. We're very excited to have that.
Alright, receive historical park quarterly reports for the fourth quarter.
You should have it in your packet is our year-end report, or fourth quarter. So this covers the city's fiscal year runs from October through September. So this report includes October of 2023 through September of 2024. So yeah, end of our fiscal year. So on the first part, we're going over overall revenue. So the fourth quarter overall revenue for fiscal year 23-24, so when we just finished, had a total of a little over $25,000 for the fourth quarter in overall revenue, compared to just over $10,000 in the fourth quarter of the previous year. So that's a 150% increase in revenue, or a bit over $15,000. The year-end overall revenue for the year also had an increase of 19%, or almost $25,000, resulting in a total of $150,000 in revenue for the year versus a little over $128,000 for the previous year. So we love that increase. This was due in part to, or due to the vast variety of programs that we do. As y'all know, the summer camps and the Christmas teas and our cooking and decorating classes and all of that, as well as our rentals. We did have an increase in that, which we had a total of 26 venue rentals that brought in a little over $24,000 for the year, 69 hotel rooms, and a little over $14,000 for that hotel revenue for the hotel occupancy tax. So that's what I just covered for the rental revenue. The fourth quarter for this fiscal year for rentals was a little over $3,600, compared to fourth quarter last year was a little over $2,700, an increase of 30%. The year, for the entire year overall for this year, rental revenue was just over $24,000, as I mentioned, so that is an increase of 20% compared to the previous year, which was a little over $20,000. So we've had a 20% increase from year end to year end. And as I said, we had 26 total rentals for the year that we hosted, 69 hotel rooms, and that generated a little over $14,000 in hotel occupancy tax revenue. Our other revenue, which is our programming, for the fourth quarter, it totaled just over $21,000 for just the fourth quarter, so just those 3 months, compared to last year was just over $7,000.
Wow.
So that was a 196% increase.
Wow.
So,
Yay.
that's pretty exciting
Yeah,
for that quarter. For the year-end revenue, we had a little over $128,000 compared to the previous year was $108,000, just over that. So that was an 18% increase in revenue for the entire year. And again, our camps, which brought in $12,000, our Christmas teas, which brought in a little over $6,700. Our decorating classes were just over $4,000, and the rest are listed there. So that was all the programs with that. So we increased our revenue, but I'm glad to say we decreased our expenses. So we had a decrease in expenditures for the fourth quarter, as well as a decrease for the overall year in totals. The fourth quarter saw a decrease in 16%, or a total of $354, a little over that, $54,000 spent for that quarter, compared to the previous year's fourth quarter was just over $425,000. So about a little over $70,000 in savings. For the year, we had an overall 9% decrease in expenses for the entire year, so a savings of just over $92,000, bringing our grand total expenses for the year just over $918,000 compared to the previous year, which was just over $1 million. The majority of our building maintenance projects are completed during the summer, so that's why sometimes you'll see that, or that's why you see that jump in that fourth quarter of a little higher expenditures, because that's normally when we do our building maintenance projects, so that we're not having our school tours going on, and normally it's slower with rentals and everything, so it makes it just a little bit easier to get that done. So during the fourth quarter, we completed the full exterior restoration of the Farmers Branch Depot, which cost just over $33,000. We added 2 storage containers to the maintenance area, which is going to be so helpful. We have a lot of acreage and a lot of space out here, but very little storage. So we are so excited about that. That expenditure was just over $22,000. And these storage containers also have air conditioning, so they're climate controlled. So it makes it much more versatile on what we can store in there. We also repaired the maintenance fence that was damaged in the storm. That was just over $10,000, and if you haven't had a chance to see it, right now it's dark, but next time you're out during the day, take a look at it. It is very nice. I'm very impressed with the fencing. Looks very, very good. Other expenditures for the year included contract labor, mowing services. We had to replace our industrial copier, picnic tables that were damaged during the storm, light pole repairs, various things like that, and other normal expenditures associated with operations, so related to personnel salaries and benefits, maintenance, program and supplies, and things of that nature. So in summary, this past fiscal year, the Historical Park accomplished numerous goals. With our building repairs completed, we had an overall increase in revenue and rentals, as well as a decrease in expenditures. So specifically, our expenses were decreased by 9%, our overall revenue increased by 19%, and our rentals increased by 20% for the year. We hosted 26 rentals, brought in 69 hotel rooms. Aside from the revenue increases, there were many celebratory wins that we can't overlook. Construction was completed on the Event Center, venue 1842. And our grand opening, I said here, takes place in early fiscal year. Well, it takes place next week, November 20th, so very excited about that. We won both regional and state awards for TRAPS, the Texas Parks and Recreation Society, for our Day of the Dead celebration and our charcuterie board class. So this is the second time the Historical Park program has won both regional and state awards.
Wow.
Our previous was for Day of the Dead. We've won Day of the Dead and Girls Make History. And we, as I mentioned, we added that much needed storage to our maintenance area, and we completed the exterior restoration on the depot. So that brings us almost to completion on our deferred maintenance projects. So we have left the Queen Anne Victorian Cottage, the exterior restoration on that, and the Gilbert House replacement. And those are both scheduled to be completed hopefully in this fiscal year. So it's been a whirlwind year.
One quick question, does the city not help us trim our own trees? We have to,
They do, like Tony does a lot of the trimming, but
we can't do all of it.
he can't do all of them, and some of these were expenses with the storm, and then
Oh,
also
okay.
some of our other trees. So
Okay.
we got a lot of help when we had that huge storm. Of course, as y'all know, there was tree damage all over the city,
Yeah.
but the Parks and Recs guys came out, and we were closed for a week, and they were out here helping trim trees, because we lost that huge tree that was by the gazebo. Thank goodness. It went down on the fence, but luckily it didn't fall and take out the gazebo. So that tree trimming, we set aside money every year for that, because even a lot with that storm, we got a lot of the branches, but then as the months went on, you go around seeing, oh, there's a branch that has now, died and needs to come down. So
We have a lot of trees.
we have a lot of trees. Yeah, yeah.
Is the event center under Parks and Recreation? Where is that?
The whole historical park umbrella moved under economic development.
Okay,
from
and
the tourism.
so the event center though, that was part of the our committee, was that, no?
It has a completely separate budget, so its rental income is not reflected in our quarterly reports.
Okay,
Up until this point, I don't know moving forward if that's something Perla wants to do or we'll do it separate, but this just reflects the historical park.
okay.
But they are also, the venue 1842 is under HOT funds, hotel occupancy tax funds.
Okay.
And so both us and the venue moved under economic development.
Okay,
Yeah.
I remember that now. Okay, thank you.
Any other questions? Great.
Next item, discuss the Witness to History Award and take appropriate action.
So there was a committee that did meet with Carol Dingman. We thought she had submitted the application, she had it. And she's already done the Living History Award, she's on the website with all of her activities for the park. She was one that did a lot of work on discovering pollution and different things and getting them
Her living history, her oral history?
oral history.
Oral history, yeah, yes,
Okay.
we have hers.
I thought it was called Living History, yeah. So, I'm surprised that it hasn't been received.
And she did accept the
I can email
invitation.
her.
Yeah, well, we just did.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, we'll follow up on where the application is.
And Messina did turn yours in, we had it
Yes.
last
Yes,
night.
and I do have copies if anyone needs that.
And they've been here 60 years, I said 65, it's 60.
Is that,
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah, it has
long
on here
time.
60 years, since July of 64, what this says. Okay,
And they're the Burks family, not the Messina family, the Burks.
correct, Kenneth Burks.
Mhm.
So do we need to wait to receive that application?
I think if she has accepted and it's just this official application, I think we can go ahead and move to accept her, and then we will get that application in and I can process everything. And I have it tentatively set aside we normally do this in February. So the February, I did pass out the contact list and calendar for this starting in January. And we have listed the Witness to History going to council, I believe it's February 18th.
Do we need to vote this meeting in order? for
We don't have to,
this?
we can wait till January.
I mean, I'm
Is there
sure
a
this
reason
woman's
not to
lovely,
vote?
but she hasn't submitted her application. I don't know who this person is.
You don't know who Carol Dingman is?
I do not,
She's
no.
she's been in Farmers Branch for
I've been in
6
Farmers
years.
Branch for 5 years, so I don't know who she
Oh,
is.
yeah,
So I feel like
Yeah.
voting
She
on
was a
somebody who
council-
has not submitted her
She's a
application.
councilwoman and she ran for mayor and she's ran for,
She was on the Historical Park
Park
Board,
Board
she was
for-
very active in getting the venue, leading up to that, worked on the strategic plan and all. But we can table this and if y'all send her an email, I'll follow up and we'll get that in and we'll have a meeting in January and we can vote then.
So,
Do you wanna check your email just in case?
I just did.
Cause
I
I feel
was
like Missy said, Teresa has it.
That's what she said last time, she said y'all
Yeah.
went out to lunch.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's just a clerical thing, but I do feel uncomfortable voting on somebody who hasn't actually submitted the application.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, we can table this and bring it back in January, and if we need to move the meeting to March, I mean,
Yeah.
it is completely up to y'all when it goes to council, so it's, because we get the plaque and everything, so there's no hard deadline, it has to be this specific date.
So has Messina's done an oral history?
She's done an oral
believe they
history too.
have.
Okay.
I will add that.
I think we
I'll
ought
make sure to
to
check that out
encourage
before the
that.
next meeting.
Sure.
Is that?
Was
How
that
do
in
you
the
find
form?
the oral
No.
history?
Oh, okay.
No, it's just something that in the past, everyone that's won it has always done it. And then if you go onto the city website, lots of different people have done their oral history based on, living in Farmers Branch.
It's on the website, it's on all the oral histories.
Okay.
Yeah.
They sent pages of pictures and lots
Oh,
of things
good,
when they
good, good.
sent their
Yeah,
application.
their application photo.
Yeah.
Did anyone need a copy of that?
Oh, I've
It's here.
known them since I've probably lived here.
Yeah.
okay,
So can we have two, or do we only have
Sent to you.
one?
We have a business and an individual, right?
That's what I thought.
You can,
Okay.
you can do
Yeah.
two, you can do
608.
a personal and a
628.
business, you can do just
Okay.
one of them and save the
628.
next one
338.
for, next year.
Since he's been saying he's gonna retire,
Where's that number from?
every time I've been in there,
Madison,
we probably ought to do it sooner
I
than
think we
later.
need to
Thank
get
you.
him,
Appreciate
yeah.
Yeah.
Is
I
this
like
Pete's? You're talking about Pete's?
No, no,
Can
no.
we-
no,
Council from
Messina's-
81 to
were you here
87,
last-
she
I
served on
wasn't
this
here
for
last
quite a long
Okay.
time.
You need a
That's
here's your
wonderful.
copy.
That's great.
It's-
Can we
it's-
vote on
It's a shoe repair.
One, but not the other? Because
course we
I
can.
think if we vote on the business, I'd be, because you at that last meeting, I remember taking a look at that.
Oh, I know where this is. I take my shoes there. Okay.
Okay, so I will go ahead and entertain a motion for, to nominate one of our Witness History Award recipients.
Okay, I make a motion that, right, ready for a motion? Okay. I make a motion that we vote, approve, what's the word?
Except
Accept the Messina for the award,
for the business award.
for the business award. Thank you.
For witness to history.
For Witness to History.
Is there a second?
I said,
Second by Samara, and motion by Van.
Right.
All in favor?
Discussion. First, right?
If there is,
If
is
there
there any
is any,
If
discussion?
there is any discussion.
I feel like they've served our community well for over, 50 years. So. Did anyone else have another business that they?
Okay, all in favor?
aye.
Any opposed? Okay, moving along, receive an update on historical park, current projects, events, and upcoming activities.
I'm sorry, do we need to make a motion to table for Carol or?
I'll add it to, when we get to the agenda item for future, we'll
Add the personal.
We'll add that one there, yes. Tuesday night was council and Missy did the board, the annual board update of everything that accomplished this past year. So last month I showed the presentation. If you were able to watch, she did a fabulous job. She even made little charcuterie champagne glasses for council. One in honor of our charcuterie board win, and then also in honor of Venue 1842 opening as that.
Wonderful.
It was very,
She's so
very cute. And she did a fabulous job presenting everything that's from you guys winning board of the year for 2023, all of our volunteer that y'all have done with different programs, the Friends chair rentals and money raised with that, the grants we've received with Friends funds, and then all the other accomplishments that I kind of already went over, the winning awards and projects and things of that nature. So that was really, really good. As I mentioned, everyone received their calendar contact list and calendar for 2025. And if there's any changes, I will update those and get those out to everyone in January. But I want to go ahead and at least get them so you have the January date. Packet. Other things we have coming up. We just had our Day of the Dead celebration, which was actually fabulous. So our next big is Christmas. We have, if you see in your packet, we have our calendar of events. So Mad Hatter Teas go on sale Monday, December 2nd. It will be held in venue 1842 this
Nice.
year. In previous years, it's been in here, and we've done 2 separate seatings on, it's always the first, the event itself takes place the first Saturday in March. So this year it is Saturday, March 1st. With moving into venue 1842, it being much larger, we are going to do just 1 seating, and we'll have one large traditional table down the middle. There'll also be other round tables, and we're selling them. You can do tables of 8, table of 10, and then we also have individual tickets, and we'll do the parties, smaller parties with that. But those tickets do go on sale on December 2nd, as well as our summer camps also go on sale December 2nd. The 2 Artcella camps we're doing and Girls Make History. Those camps themselves are in June and July. I think both camps. Yes, both Artcellas are in June, and then Girls Make History is in July. After that, our Christmas teas, which are completely sold out, but they will be Saturday, December 7th and Saturday, December 14th. 2 seatings, and they will be in here. Also, it's not, is it listed on here? It is, okay.
This is this December.
This December, yes. Normally Christmas tickets go on sale in August, so I'll update as that get closer, but yes, we're sold out for this year.
Is there a waiting list, for that by any chance?
We do have a waiting list, it is long.
Oh,
Yeah, there are people on that, but, would you like your name added to it?
No, I think I talked to Kim about that.
Okay.
So I was just wondering if it was still,
I will
Part
check
of
with
the-
her. I haven't heard there's been any cancellations.
Okay.
At the council meeting, I was chatting with a lady and she was so excited. She bought 12 tickets and,
oh,
yeah, for the Christmas tea. So,
I think they sold out the same day that
They
they
did.
were
They
released.
the
sold
same
out.
hour practically.
yeah, that afternoon, yeah, that Monday, Kim and I were in here and I was answering the phone as fast as she was. And I think by 1 o'clock, everything was
Wow.
gone. And that's the fastest. We've sold out the week of, but never the day of. So
Wow.
that's,
Wow.
and we're going on 30 plus years of doing the Christmas tea. So
Wow.
that's really exciting.
Wow,
Excuse me for
I did not know
interrupting. Is
that.
there a price break on the Mad Hatter tea if you're offering it, or just the Christmas tea?
Just the Christmas
Okay.
teas that we are looking at that. We'd switched from doing well, we still have the individual tickets for Mad Hatter tea, but we're seeing a lot of groups coming, so we're doing it by the table. But today, Lauren and Adrian Young, who is the chair of the Friends group, they did meet, and so I know they're talking of ideas moving forward to help the Friends of the Historical Park. So that might be an idea. I know that was one of the things they were talking about, of more membership incentives and adding more discounts to programs and things like that. So
Now, could this have been done at the new venue? The Christmas teas?
the Christmas teas this year, we have, just a great segue, that night is the Christmas Carnival, so there are events in there,
Nice.
so it didn't work out for this year, but we are really hoping to do that next year. And we're working on getting the calendar and everything secured and being able to do that so that we can spread out a little bit.
Do you need any help with the Christmas tree or any?
For the Christmas teas, I think we're good.
Are you
We've got
okay?
staff and, yeah, we have servers and everything. You have to be a food handler, minimum for serving and everything. So, yeah, I
okay.
think I was going over the list today. Kim had sent me to make sure we have enough staff for everything, and I think we're set on that. So,
Okay.
but thank you. So also that day, we have our Christmas exhibit tours going on. They go on in between the teas, but they also that following, so the exhibit tours are Saturday, December 7th, 14th, and 21st at noon. And then we also do evening tours that are lantern led. Those are Friday, December 13th and 20th at 6 p.m. and 7 p.m. And we highly recommend a pre-registration because those do sell out. And the Christmas exhibit is staying in line with Alice in Wonderland, it will be Alice's Adventures in a Winter Wonderland. So I'm adding Christmas decorations over the top, festive, lush, whimsical, and I was actually working on those today, so it's going to be a lot of fun. It is in the Queen Anne, so each room of the Queen Anne house is a different vignette telling a different chapter of Alice's Adventures in Wonderland.
So there's reservations for the Christmas exhibit, and is there a cost? $5?
$5.
Oh,
If you are doing the Christmas teas, it's included.
right,
With your,
okay,
yes,
that's what I was thinking.
yes, it's not separate, it is
Oh,
included.
okay.
But you can still come out and get pictures around the park with all the
Absolutely.
decorations,
Absolutely,
yeah.
yes.
Because someone was asking about that, they had one that they'd taken like 5 years ago,
Oh,
and that
yeah.
little sled.
We'll have
But
the
I
sleigh
think
out
we
and
still
everything.
have it,
We do.
because they want to do one of those, I
Yep.
guess, before.
We just started bringing all the decorations back to be able to start getting the Christmas wreaths out on the fence and everything, and the sleigh will be out. It's in
Oh,
the roll top
excellent.
right now. It's
Let
normally
her
from
know.
the Queen Anne. Yeah, great for photo ops. And then also on Saturday, December 7th is the city's they're calling it Christmas Carnival this year. It's put on by Special Events. If you came out last year, that's the big kickoff to the holiday where we'll have musical acts. There will be a drone show. I think they're doing a silent disco. If you haven't seen yet, I don't know if it's still lit up. They installed it last night. They put in a gigantic Christmas tree out. It's not in the middle of the meadow, but it's over by the venue, by the Ford Road concrete pad. It's over there. It is massive, beautiful. They were installing last night, and it looks really, really nice. So that event is Saturday, December 7th from 5 to 9. It's a free, family-friendly, ought to be a lot of fun.
Do we need to do anything on that night? Because of special events, I didn't
I
know.
don't think so. We won't have chair rentals or anything like that. I think we're covered. Holidays, the park will be closed on Thanksgiving and the day after Thanksgiving, as well as Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and New Year's Day. We will be open New Year's Eve. And our operating hours have adjusted with daylight savings, so we are now closing at 5 p.m. And we are closed on Sundays in December. Any questions on that?
I didn't get a list of people who, I don't know if we're there yet, attended events. Did we?
That's our next one.
Okay, good.
Okay, next item is receive an update from board members on parks, programs, events, or facilities attended in the city of Palm Beach Branch.
I went to the Veterans Day event on Monday and it was fabulous. They did a wonderful job, very well attended, probably at least 180 people there.
Nice.
They
And-
kept adding chairs.
Yeah, they did a great job. The music was nice, and everybody looked like they were having a good time. I got a really cool hat. The merch was amazing.
Oh, yeah.
If I could have got you something without looking too greedy, I would have. But I was like, can I have 8? They did a really nice job. It was really well done. And then you went outside and they had hot dogs and everybody seemed like they were having a great time.
Roasted corn was to die for.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
I didn't hear about the roasted corn.
It's
Yum.
amazing. They had a special oven that they cooked it in.
Oh, okay, that's
So
new.
good.
Nice.
Yeah. And then they had a little photo booth with fun glasses and it was very well done. I was impressed. They had a golf cart because a lot of people are elderly
Sure.
and they would offer to take you to the front door and they thought of every detail. Yeah. And also I went to the city council meeting on Tuesday and I felt so proud. I felt so proud. Missy did such a great job and you do such a great job. I feel like you're like the unsung hero. You do such a great job like corralling us and keeping us all together and making sure our notes are on point and the little charcuterie champagne glass was a very nice touch and I think council is really, really pleased with the board and it sounded like there wasn't really anything. I think I'd heard them say, just keep doing what you're doing. So that was really nice.
I did, I wrote my notes down, but I do remember Councilman Jackson saying that the historical park was the gem of the city. Because I wrote that as a quote. I'm like, oh.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Did anyone else attend the day today? I think I saw Sharon was there. Sharon was there. Wasn't Sharon there?
Anne was there because she and I did the welcome table. I know Councilman Roman and Councilman Neal were there. Perla came.
I'm pretty sure I saw
I know there were a bunch of other city staff, but it was absolutely fabulous.
It
We had
was amazing.
over 500 attendees.
Oh,
Wow.
that's awesome.
And I heard people say this was our 6th year doing it.
Wow.
And I heard people say this was the best year.
Wow.
They really enjoyed it. It was really great. You know, we normally have it over by the church in the gazebo and have it kind of as an outdoor festival. And with the weather, they kept saying we were going to have rain on Friday, and it was
Right.
back and forth. So we thought, well, what a great opportunity to showcase Venue 1842.
Right.
And Lynette didn't have a rental in there, so it worked out absolutely perfect. And so we were able to do in the venue. We had R.L. Turner's folklorico dancers were the first act up. So they, if you're standing in the venue, that brick wall in the back, that's where all the performances were. Nova Pangeo, and then we had a mariachi band that was absolutely fabulous,
Nice.
and people were dancing, and it was just, it was wonderful.
Nice.
The community altar was in the bridal suite, and Jenny and Cynthia worked that, and it was really great to see everyone coming in and placing mementos, and we had a guest book out front. There was crafts in the kind of the boardroom area, and we're like, we need another table. It was packed in
Nice.
there. People were loving it.
Oh, it was so good.
Loteria was on the patio as well as face painting. We had a photo backdrop area. Nueva Leon was doing food in the kitchen area. We needed more seating. Next year, we're going to do picnic tables out on the lawn. I mean, it was just such a great night, so many attendees, and it went on till, 9:30, almost 10 o'clock, and people were having such a fabulous time.
Nice.
So it was
Wonderful.
Yeah, it was really nice. It was great to see everyone celebrating and honoring their family and all. Yeah.
And Bonnie's daughter is here from
Yes.
Germany.
Oh,
Yes,
wow.
husband, yep. That was great to see them, and yeah, it was a lovely evening.
Alright, anything else?
I forgot to mention in my regular update, we are doing on December 14th, that second Saturday, is the Wreaths Across America ceremony at Keenan Cemetery. It is Arlington National Cemetery. They honor veterans' graves from all around the country. You register, and wreaths are placed there. And we worked with the Legion Auxiliary in Carrollton, and I did hear on Tuesday, all 117 veterans at Keenan will have a wreath placed. So they got all the donations for it, so I'm really excited. Anne is the point person for that, so she'll be out there. We have a tea that day, but the ceremony, it starts at 11, I think they said 11:59. It's basically noon our time, or at 1 o'clock Eastern time, because they do it the same time, Arlington National Cemetery, so all cemeteries across the country do the ceremony at the exact same time, so ours will be at noon. And the Boy Scouts will be out to do the color guard and everything with that. So, but I was very excited to hear that all 17 veterans' graves will have wreaths, and that's on the 14th.
And that's at 11:59?
Yes.
AM.
So I think they're getting everything together like around 11, and then they'll have the ceremony and placing those. And the Boy Scouts did also place flags for Veterans Day, so those were set out, and I think they've already been able to take those up.
How are the markers coming along? The
The
unknown?
name and I will get I know those are still going on. Tony is over that with the Boy Scouts. And I know we have
I
well
saw
over
someone posted.
30, 40. I'll check on the exact number.
That's a celebration
That's a
to me.
huge, yes, that we are getting. So when the ground penetrating radar was done, there were 114 unmarked graves at Keenan Cemetery. So we were able to purchase 115, in case we broke one, name unknown markers that now Boy Scouts and Eagle Scouts who are earning their Eagle Scout Award are placing those on each of the unmarked graves so that those individuals now have a marker.
Oh, that's.
And we're hoping as we have more research is done and we'll be able to narrow down once, because several of them I think will be able to determine who's actually buried there, then be able to replace that with that individual's name and everything. But yeah, they're going.
I think
Getting a lot
also
done.
for those that don't know, that we got the grant through the National,
Endowment for
For
Humanities.
Humanities.
Yes,
Yeah.
that for
Oh, and Beth Van Dyne.
I
helped
helped
us
with
get
that.
Yes. And she also wrote a letter for Venue 1842 and has been invited for the ceremony
Oh,
on
excellent.
Wednesday.
That's
Yes,
great.
as a letter of support. And so did Elizabeth, wrote a letter of support.
did,
And
yes.
yes,
great.
many Farmers Branch and area businesses showed their support for getting the venue. So we're very appreciative because we wouldn't have gotten it without that help.
Thank you for doing that.
No, I'm just so grateful that we finally got it.
Yeah.
You know,
It's been a long time coming.
yep. If we can just fix the acoustics.
Yeah.
Alright, discuss
Moving
agenda
on.
items for future historical preservation and restoration board meetings.
So
we're
is
gonna
there
vote?
still a Keenan Cemetery subcommittee, or is that?
We haven't met in quite a while,
Yeah.
so we've never disbanded. It's kind of on hiatus.
Okay.
So we're gonna vote on the person for, the witness to history and
And
then.
in January.
Okay, so I'm adding witness to history.
Meetings.
And maybe a Keenan Cemetery update, because it seems like there's a lot of stuff being posted about it all the time.
We had one, the meeting you missed, but we can do
Okay,
another
that's
one.
fine.
Anne may have missed as well, so that'll be good because I know she has more updates. Update, okay? Yes.
And do we have any update on the log cabins?
With the master plan, Perla can,
I put that in the minutes last time, it should be in.
oh yes, we did discuss that last time. Yes, they should be in the minutes.
It just looked there.
Because you had asked about that and steps, and we discussed both of those in there in the minutes. Anything else?
Alright, if that is it, I will go ahead and adjourn the meeting at 7:07.
7:07.